What's up guys, Joe here. I'm about to show you a new route for Portland, all USJ. It's about 15 seconds faster than the world record time currently. And the big difference here is I'm not going to get into the Kuruma. I'm just going to go ahead and mega jump here. I know what you're thinking. How are you going to do this jump later? We'll get to that when we get to that. The good thing about Gimme Liberty is that it does spawn a fair amount of cop cars. If you make a jump over here, it's a good chance you're going to get a cop car coming over here and get the first jump as usual. I take kind of an unnecessary cut here. Probably didn't have to do that. Cop car has enough speed, you could probably just kind of transition into this ramp a little more naturally, but I was trying to get this clip down for you guys. So first ramp coming in, landing that first jump at about 49 seconds. That's pretty on par. The great part now is that I'm not taking 8-ball to the safe house. Instead, I'm going to use that time to get this jump. You would typically get this last in Portland. I'm going to go ahead and just get it right now using the cop car. And theoretically, you could use the cop car to do every single jump in Portland. I'm going to go ahead and drive all the way towards the Banshee here just because it's what I'm used to. It's what I'm familiar with. Get a really bad roll off here. Lost maybe a little bit of time. And that's what's kind of good too about this clip is that a lot of time lost to just kind of bad driving, but it ends up being 15 seconds ahead of the world record pace. So Banshee is normal. I wanted to just get a full segment of Portland down just to really kind of demonstrate the time as far as pace goes. So from here on out, it's going to look business as usual. Taking the Banshee to do the Portland Harbor jump. Pretty typical doing the jump, but I'm at 205 instead of 215, so already kind of got that 10-second gain. And yeah, everything else. So theoretically, you could do all of these jumps with the cop car. So not having to go get the Banshee could save even more time. But this is probably the first time that I really tried to get a full Portland segment without taking 8-ball to the safe house. So that's why I'm kind of just sticking to what I know. Kind of a bad roll there, but managed to stay on top. And coming up is really, I'll kind of show you the bridge jump here. The double bridge jump is kind of taken out. There's really no way to do the double bridge with all of the debris and stuff. But it still ends up being a little bit faster. It's definitely harder to do, but it is completely possible, 100% possible. So yeah, just kind of cleaning up the rest of the Portland jumps here just so you can have a time of reference in the top left of how much faster or slower this is than the popular route that we've been using for a long time. So coming over the bridge. Another thing too is when you mega jump off the bridge at the very start, it prevents the two cop cars from driving up here, which is really good because it creates a more open path of this jump. So here, just kind of right off this piece, and when you hit the yellow part, you really have to take this really sharp left. And the biggest difficulty I've had with this is maintaining enough speed to actually clear the horizontal beam, and then you really just kind of have to hope you're gonna land you know, not upside down or rolled over, take a bad roll. So you do have to kind of reassess for the second jump. The double bridge jump is not really an option here. I mean, it could be. It absolutely could be. But it would take an insane amount of skill or luck. So yeah, that's all the Portland jumps right there. So now instead of driving to the train track jump, I can literally just come over here into the mega jump spot and lock in the sub 5 Portland, which Right now I'll do the mega jump and end up on the pier right at 5 minutes. The world record pace as it stands comes at that point right around 5:15, so definitely something worth looking into. I did continue this run just because, you know, it was world record pace, but I ended up losing it at the very end of Staunton on the last jump. Got a unlucky car spawn, kind of rolled the Banshee in a weird way, but yeah, definitely something that worth looking into. I would even be more curious to see if grabbing the Banshee is even a viable option at all. If you can get a cop car coming off the mega jump, if you could do all the Portland jumps in the cop car, that would definitely be preferable. And you can come into Staunton with an insane pace. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I thought I'd share that with you guys. That's it.